this.
And I got it right! I got it right!
Unbelievable.
These are okay.
Yeah, you make fun of my predictions again. None of you would have called this.
I said about who won. I didn't say about the comp. I said about who won.
Thank you.
I don't believe in the comp.
You are about to be a believer, I guess. Jellybeans is going to convert all of us to the Beastmaster, he said.
You didn't have to convert me. All right, let's see how this one starts. Whiskey, Jellybeans going aggressive here on Aang. They're going to have a lot of offensive dispels. Aang's going to have a difficult time actually kiting and getting away. Nick getting rotted down as well. A lot of spread pressure coming in. Will be the Avenging Wrath from Korlik to empower his heals. And I'm curious to see how exactly this composition is going to play out. Big intimidating shout coming in into a full polymorph, but Jellybeans just out of line of sight and going for a Devil's Dragon's Breath. Who are they going to be going after here? Jellybeans just kiting. Aang's just constantly under fire in this matchup so far. Golden Guardians is looking good.
Yeah, it's looking good so far for them. They got a good opener here. I think Whiskey looks like the target of choice here. Nick is finally going to be connected to him. Aang doing what he can here to do some damage. Actually pops his Rune of Power, but then he had to Nova the Pats. Here comes the preemptive Blessing of Protection. Oh, it gets dispelled right away. What a beautiful dispel there from Whiskey. Then Aang is going to be in a lot of trouble here behind the pillar. He gets slightly hard into the Shadow Crash. Big damage onto Aang, but Korlik is there to back him up. He's able to survive that freezing trap. Here comes, oh, nice Purge Wind Shear by Absturge on that Divine Favor of Korlik. Which means he's not going to get that heal. Here's the silence. Aang actually taking a lot of damage. There's the Cauterize. Can they get the Ice Block is the question. There's
That's a block.
That's got to be a block 100%. No, he's still playing it greedy, able to keep himself alive for now. But there's a full freezing trap. Can they get the damage here? Jellybeans trying to do it. Can he do it? Chomp. Kill shot range. Big damage, and that's going to be the Ice Block. I can't believe this, but Shadow Priest Hunter is in a massive
spell. Massive spell.
Is he just dead?
Is he just a seed?
He's a seed!
Oh, they're gonna kill the seed! Are they gonna? Oh. That was not even close. That was not even close. They made them look like training dummies. That was not even close. Did they even do damage to the Golden Guardians? I don't think Aang can even believe what just happened. Is this the anti-mage Golden Guardians? BM Hunter Shadow Priest? It feels good. Triple Purge. You never get a combust. Even if you do, you got Roar Sacrifice. Multiple Shadow Priest cooldowns. Wind Shear grounding.
From everybody.
This is anti-mage?
I feel like if you want to play a Fire Mage, this is the worst. Like,
oh my god.
Look at him. Damage. He did almost less damage than Absturge.
Look at
Aang's damage.
Was he just
that's insane.
Or what's up?
I don't think so. I think he's just every Pyroblast is being dispelled. I swear he was just dead the whole game.
He's getting triple purged. I think you got to get Burn in. I think you actually have to use Burn. You need to get Aang out of there.
So we can see those stats right here. He has had wins on other classes. But I mean, how messed up is this? How messed up is this? Look at this is Jellybeans. He
plays 3% of all the games.
He has a higher win rate on Arms Warrior. I mean, I think it's tied now since he won a game on or I guess it wasn't. It was BM, wasn't it? So, so yeah.
There's something really crazy about Jellybeans, though. I just want to say this. Jellybeans, even though you look at these stats and it looks like, okay, this guy's a giant noob, he is so well respected. I don't mean that in like a bad way. No, when you look at the stats, it looks like, oh, he just plays and loses.
Purely from a,
or if you look at his rating, a lot of the time he just plays at lower ratings. He doesn't even care about getting rank 1. But still, despite that, you know, everyone considers him like pretty much the best hunter in North America, or one of the best hunters. I mean, he is just absolutely phenomenal. And even though the results don't always show it, when hunters are good, he makes them look really good. And I feel like Golden Guardians, this is their opportunity to shine. Interesting adaptation here from Charlotte Phoenix. They're going to be bringing in Nick on the Assassination Rogue. Big combustion right away, but the Roar of Sacrifice completely shuts that down. This is a better start, though, for the Charlotte Phoenix.
Yeah, I like bringing in the Rogue here, so they can go after the Hunter if they want to, or they can just try to ride Whiskey on that Shadow Priest. And honestly, I think the Golden Guardians here, they're pretty comfortable with that situation, with Whiskey being that target. Look at Aang right now. He's getting absolutely blasted here. Corlick getting a sacrifice though before that freezing trap lands is going to mean that he gets to hold on to his Gladiator's Medallion, that trinket, for that next freezing trap. So he's going to be in a good spot. Absturge, preemptive, Earthen Wall Totem, big damage here coming out from Nick with that Vendetta rolling, but Ang also taking a lot of damage. Look at Jellybeans with the Door of Shadows, looking for the freezing trap at the back end of it. He waits a little bit though, because Nick is there. Ang activates it all the time, gets dropped back though. He's taking a lot of damage here, might actually proc the cauterize. Freezing trap ends onto Corlick. They don't have a silence or anything like that. Whiskey now in a smoke bomb situation here. Big damage onto him. He's going to get absolutely gets caught in the Dragon's Breath. Can he get the Ring of Frost? He gets interrupted on it. Nicely done there by Whiskey. And now once again, Absturge here should be able to pick up his Shadow Priest. Should be able to line of sight some of these polymorphs. And here we go. Freezing trap, silence, big damage. Lava Burst from Absturge as well. Kick onto Ring of Frost. He can't access his ice block there. Very close call here for Ang, and he's just getting pressured so much. Just swapping over to Nick now, almost taking him down there as well. Jellybeans just sitting in a polymorph, killing their whole team with his pats. Swapping back to Ang here. Could be the cauterize still. Corlick, no wings available, having so much trouble trying to keep these guys alive.
Oh, full freezing trap. That's a cauterize. That's a block. Is there a Master Spell? Master Spell fake out by Whiskey. Gets kicked by Nick. And they're just praying that Corlick can save him. But a rocket jump fear. Master Spell attempt number 2 gets kidney shot. They're pressuring Nick now. And going to pop that blazing barrier. Try and tank up and absorb some hits here. Corlick has a blessing of protection. They've got combustion. They could make a big move here if Whiskey gets interrupted. Ang is just taking so much damage from Jellybeans. Jellybeans is on a mission to put some wins on the board for the Golden Guardians here. Corlick has to Divine Shield. Whiskey now being pressured though, interrupted for a second. Will he trade Dispersion? He trades it, but it's prior to the Vendetta. That's a big opening for Nick here. He could definitely kill the Shadow Priest with Vendetta. Double stun lock here by the Charlotte Phoenix. They're still fighting back. Double blinding light. Jellybeans is going to trinket out and get aggressive, securing the freezing trap onto the Paladin, preventing all of the heals. Silence on Ang, trying to power down the Mage, and he's just doing so much damage. Stun on the Corlick. They have a Psychic Scream, anything a silence. They just need a little bit more. Blessing of Protection is up, but it's probably purged off instantly between Whiskey and Absturge, and it is. Blessing of Protection is now over. Jellybeans is still tearing in. His damage is endless on this Beast Mastery Hunter. The anti-mage Golden Guardians trying to set up for the win, but here comes Vendetta. Whiskey's got Fade in 1 second. Fading on 10%. He needs a Spirit Link Totem. He needs it now. Where's the Spirit Link Totem? They're holding on to it. Greedy play, but they're going to get away with it now. A full Psychic Scream likely out of the Psychic Horde. That's going to be it. They're going to proc the Seed. He's solo. No, the Sacrifice. The Sacrifice comes off cooldown for Corlick. Last second saves on both sides.
Yeah, Whiskey trying to get away. He's actually just playing on top of Absturge right now. Absturge has his Spirit Link, but without his trinket, he needs to make sure he maybe preemptively uses it. He needs to really do a good job of avoiding the crowd control. We need the Spirit Link Totem. They drop it. Golden Guardians hold on. Now they need to look to strike back here. They need more pressure onto Ang. A full polymorph lands. Whiskey gets interrupted. He's in a lot of trouble. Shadowman's come in. He keeps himself alive for the time being. Absturge, of course, he does have his trinket. Ascendant's almost available as well. And once that Dispersion's available, I think Whiskey is going to be feeling very confident to make a push. Jellybean's looking to set up his team with a full trap on Corlick. Ang, no cauterize. There's no ice block. There's no defensive. And they might just proc him. They seed him. Can they drop it? I think that they will, more than likely. And Golden Guardians, with their Shadow Priest, BM Hunter, Shaman, win game number 2. And they're looking good. However, Charlotte Phoenix is a lot better in that one. That was definitely not as comfortable as playing against the Warrior. I feel like I need to clarify my position too. When I wasn't saying Jellybeans is a noob. I was saying if you look at his stats, they aren't good. That's a fact. And also, he normally doesn't care about his rating. But despite all of that, despite his stats not being good, despite the fact that he doesn't care about always pushing rank 1, I think he's one of the most respected players in North America for his abilities. So that was my point. And I mean, Jellybean's definitely stepping up for his team. It's so nice to see them actually play this composition and find success with it.
There's a checkmate situation going on here for Charlotte Phoenix. They could take us to game 5, man.
Oh, they absolutely could. Whiskey's in so much trouble. Dragon's Breath on Absturge. It's going to have to be a preemptive Spirit Link Totem or something. Vendetta with Combustion. That is lights out for Whiskey. They've got no trinkets available. Jelly's going to have to do a really good job peeling or trying to set up some pressure. They have good damage here onto Ang. Charlotte Phoenix, they just have to hold on. Beautiful Triple Fear comes in. Ang looking for a polymorph, unable to find it onto Absturge. At the same time, Nick's getting low. Good crowd control coming out of silence out of Corlick. Ang into the ice block. That's cauterized as well. He exits out of the ice block. And they really want to go for it here. They've got the cooldowns. Charlotte Phoenix, they just have to hold on a little bit longer. Big punishes, triple blinding light coming in into a full kidney shot on WizKay. WizKay, he has to hold on. He's got the vampiric embrace. Looks like he will be going for a master spell. No, he gets interrupted. Now Shadowman spam coming in. WizKay manages to hold on. I do believe he's got the vampiric embrace. He needs to use it. Needs to get out some healing. Upsurge saves the day with his Ascendance. And now Charlotte Phoenix is in a lot of trouble here, Sid.
Okay, 0 mana, Holy Paladin in a freezing trap. Aang is just running for his life. WizKay and Upsurge are trying to go after Nick. Aang comes back into the fight, but no Ice Block, no Cauterize. Sacrifice the last line of defense here for Corlick. He's likely to have to trade it out literally within seconds of me saying it. Now WizKay gets stunned up. They're trying to turn it around. Blind is sitting on Upsurge. They need more crowd control. They get a cheap shot. They need a Polymorph. Aang goes for the Polymorph, gets the Polymorph. Can they take out WizKay on this final push? Upsurge going to trinket out. Full Psychic Scream onto Corlick. Sacrifice has faded. Everybody is dying. This could be a triple kill. WizKay's pressure on that Shadow Priest is quite formidable at this point. Corlick's into a full freezing trap. Jellybeans is in a Polymorph. Get Jelly out of that poly right now. Bestial's Wrath is up. He can close this game out. Big blade shot, big kill shots coming out. Desperation smoke bomb gets dropped, but I think this is it. The Golden Guardians are so close. Upsurge links the poly, but it doesn't break the Polymorph. He links it, but it got killed, I guess, before it could break it. WizKay's still in trouble at 10%. Does he get a trade? Aang's in trouble. Jellybeans is going for it. He procs the seed. He stuns up Corlick and closes it out. Golden Guardians looking solid against Charlotte Phoenix.
Mariah was the only one to carry that game. Jellybeans coming in, doing a great job. 3-1. And that was a beautiful series there by the Golden Guardians, bringing in kind of a unique composition we haven't seen from them in such a long time. And they made it work for sure.